Hello Sagittarius, my name is Paul and this is Dove and Serpent Tarot. And this is going to be a general reading. So try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And if there is anything you need me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is a Knight of Cups. Very strong. It's a rush of emotional energy, right? But let's see where this is coming from or what it might indicate. Okay, we're going to put it into some context. Oh, interesting. Justice or Adjustment card, Hierophant card, Empress card, and the Death card. Is it going to be another major arcana in tomorrow's energy? No. We almost did it. That's a lot of major arcana, though, still. My goodness. And we do have a lot of court cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards. So that's something. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we will select randomly. We're going to put it right here. We'll put Jimbo, the Lizard King, aka Mr. Lizard, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that until the very end, okay? But we're doing something a little interactive here. If at any point during the reading you get an idea, a feeling, a sense of what that card is, I want you to type your answer in the comment section, okay? I'm trying to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, if we can collectively tap into spirit, tap into source, tap into our own intuition, and discern that mystery card together. That's kind of an exercise, right? If you don't want to play along, that's okay too. There will be a moment of stillness towards the end of the reading where we can all kind of give our final answers, right? But first, let's do our overview, major. And all of the major arcanas, energies, are clustered over here, kind of in the left side of the table, right? So it's spreading over. It's like a wave that is coming over you. And I think that this is going to feel really good when the spiritual wave kind of washes over you. We have, obviously, a lot of fire energy. Fire. We have some water energy too, right? Water and water. And we have some earth energy down here. This is earth and fire, though. This is a little earth energy here with the Hierophant. So let's start with these two. We start with the Knight of Cups and the Justice or Adjustment card, the Libra energy. Right away, I feel like there is a conflict that's being resolved. There's some kind of a disagreement, a dispute. Maybe it had something to do with business, career, family, friends. There's a resolution to some sort of conflict, and I feel like somebody is reaching out. Maybe it's you reaching out, offering an olive branch. Maybe it's somebody kind of offering it to you to resolve this conflict. However it plays out, this is going to be okay, right? It's going to be restored to a balanced relationship. I mean, it kind of feels business-like in a way, but not fully. Not fully business. It could be maybe family that's involved in a little bit of business because there's an emotional aspect to it, okay? I feel like somebody's coming to you with an apology, right, to try to resolve this conflict, patch things back up. We also see the Empress in the back here. And this really could say to me that this is a family thing, that this was, maybe it's not family, maybe this is friends. We also have a Three of Cups with the Empress here. And maybe this is like a social thing. Maybe we have been feeling quite social lately, right? More than usual. And there was some sort of conflict with someone, maybe a friend, maybe a family member. And I feel like they're coming to you with a peace offering, right? The Knight of Cups here has the bowl with the crab in it. It's kind of this, it's an apology, it's a peace offering. So that's good news for you in the next few days with this conflict being resolved, okay? In the future, as a continuation of this energy, we see a Knight of Wands. And I think, as we said, that this is kind of a spiritual wave that is washing over you right now at this point in time. It could lead to a lot of, not reckless fire energy, but very enthusiastic fire energy, right? So this card's here to say, look, don't overdo it with your enthusiasm. Let's stay level-headed, okay? And that's the Queen of Wands up here at the end. All right, the water of fire. Here is fire of fire. Here is water of fire. It kind of says, let's cool it down just a little bit. You might be feeling very zealous, very enthusiastic right now. And I think in large part it's because this conflict is being resolved, but also because this spiritual wave is washing over you. But let's stay level-headed, right? Let's not overdo the enthusiasm. Okay. Now, we have more major arcana, of course. The Death card. The Death card, to me, kind of feels like there's a need for us to release anything that's not working for us anymore. Okay? And maybe it could be your response to this act of contrition, or this peace offering that's being offered to you, Maybe there's part of you that really feels that this person or this energy is just not necessary anymore, right? But maybe not. This card is not saying one way or the other. This card is here to say that in your collaborations, you have a lot of opportunities to collaborate, right? But we have to be picky, right? We have to know which collaborations are not going to work for us. We have to be able to say no, okay? And what I've noticed in this reading is that there's not a lot of air energy. We don't have a lot of swords, okay? And that to me first says that the conflict is going to be resolved, right? Because we don't see a lot of swords kind of fighting in the reading. But also that we need now more than ever to be especially discerning. We need a little bit of air, right? We need a little bit of swords energy. We have some here with the Justice, or the Adjustment or Justice card. I'm starting to feel too much of this fire energy, and I'm starting to talk faster. I'll try to slow it down. We need a lot of this major arcana, to be honest with you. We need these two so that we can be discerning, so that we can accurately weigh the options, weigh the other energies in the room, and see what we might need to let go of and what we might need to pursue, okay, with these two, for your overall success. Whether this is more of a career-oriented thing, a creative thing, a spiritual thing. There's a big wave of this spiritual energy, a lot of progress, a lot of things are happening at once. It may feel overwhelming. I don't think overwhelming is the word. I think it's going to feel very empowering, and hence the need for us to hold the reins on our enthusiasm a little bit, okay? And definitely be discerning with who you collaborate with, what energies you allow in, and what energies you politely ask to leave, okay? Now, more major arcana cards. Down here, Hierophant. Hierophant is very cool. I like the Hierophant because in this position, this is telling me that you've had a lot of mentors. You've had a lot of teachers over the years, right? You've had a lot of guidance in your life. and you have assimilated, you have distilled all of those teachings down, and it is part of who you are. This is the card down below. This is within you, right? So you have the wisdom that you've absorbed from all of your past teachers. I think you've had a lot of really great teachers. You've absorbed all of this wisdom that is now helping you deal with this death energy without, right? This is internal, this is external. This wisdom is helping you to be discerning in your life right now, and this is what is very important for you at this moment. This card's also suggesting something else to me. This is saying that your most important teacher is still waiting for you to arrive. Yeah. This is telling me, and maybe it's a spiritual teacher, maybe it's a guardian angel, maybe it's God, goddess, deity, maybe it's something that is internal. But I feel like there's still one major download that you need, and I think the greatest mentor, teacher, the greatest hierophant that you've yet to have is waiting for you. Right? Is still out there, perhaps waiting for you to ask the right questions. Right? Interesting. I'm getting an L name with this person that you might have a conflict with. Okay, it's either a D or an L name for this friend, family member, this conflict that's being resolved. Now, I don't know if this is someone that you are going to have to collaborate with, if it's someone that you have to kind of politely ask to leave. I'm not sure what's going on there. To me, it feels like things are going to be restored. But either way it plays out, the conflict will be resolved. Whether that means see you later or welcome back, I don't know. Moving to the path of the serpent, we see more court cards. Now, the presence of all of these court cards, it does tell me that you're in some sort of a collaborative mood, right? That you're feeling more social than usual, that you're in a more of a readiness, a willingness to collaborate. Because you have a very keen spiritual vision right now. I think you're able to see distantly into the future. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the energy that knows what decisions to make right now in order to affect change long term. Right? What are you creating a month from now, a year from now, 5 years, 10 years? However far your vision can reach, you can kind of work backwards, right? You can kind of reverse engineer the future that you want. And you know exactly what to do right now. This is very intense energy. Okay? And I think this is what really, this is what you need to focus on right now, as well as this major arcana, this wisdom, this discernment, this letting go of other energies. We need to, in order to do that, we have to have this spiritual vision. We have to reverse engineer our future so we know how to apply the major arcana that we see. Okay. Now, in the environment, we've got the Three of Cups. This kind of this goes along with this whole social thing to me, but it also is telling me, because this is Mercury in Cancer. This is telling me that there's some good news on the horizon for you, right? I think in the next 3 days, perhaps, you're going to get some very important news, very good news, right? And it's going to be one that is going to be cause for celebration. Okay. I don't know what you're expecting, what you're waiting for. It could be something related to this Justice card. News of a contract, news of a business deal, news of a job offer, or of a promotion, or you got the loan, or you know, something that's going to be very beneficial for you. And something that fits into your long-term vision in some way. All right. Now, moving on, the Ace of Wands here. This is kind of your ability to create, right? It's in the position of the obstacle of the kind of fear, worry, and concern, right? So this to me might be saying that you have all this fire energy, you have all of this enthusiasm, kind of unbridled, right? Kind of uncontrolled, just wants to just rush off and do a million things. Maybe the obstacle is to focus on one thing, right? We have all of this enthusiasm. Let's stay level-headed. Let's focus on what needs to be done right now, kind of one thing at a time. What is the very next step in your long-term vision, right? It feels to me like you really have the universe in your hands right now. You've got everything that you need to realize, materialize this long-term goal, right? To manifest this energy. We just have to understand, narrow down, kind of focus on the very next step. Okay? And to do that, we need the Queen of Wands. Because this is water and fire. This is the patience, the understanding, the wisdom. This is all of this, especially the spiritual major arcana energy, fueling your discernment, fueling your creativity, fueling your actions. It is enthusiasm that is kept in check by your connection with your purpose. So rather than just kind of going wild and just, releasing all of this fire energy, you're keeping it composed, right? These two cards, they look kind of different, right? One is kind of wild and unbridled and out of control. The other one is very composed, very refined, right? Very much in control, has their composure. That's what we need. I want to look at the mystery card now and see what this could indicate. Thank you, Jimbo, a.k.a. Mr. Lizard, a.k.a. the Lizard King. All right, this is the point of the reading where I'm going to ask you to pause the video, right? And let's see if we can collectively raise our vibrations. Let's see if we can tap into our intuition. Let's see if we can discern this mystery card. I'll leave the camera on the overhead so you can try to connect with these images, with these energies. We'll have a moment of stillness if you want to play along. You don't have to. And we'll see what we might come up with this card here. All right, well, you have your answers in, because I'm going to tell you what I think here. I think we need some earth energy. Okay? I think we need, I'd like to see, I guess, a 3 of Pentacles, a 6, a 9, or a 10, right, of Pentacles. Showing that all of this fire energy, see, I'm all about the fire into the earth, right? And we don't have any other earth energies here except for this. And this one is kind of this is the plan itself. This is us understanding what we want to create and then understanding that we need fire to do it. But we have all the fire. Now I want to see us doing it. I want this to be the material representation of our world, of our universe, right? I want this to show some visible signs of progress. Really a 9 of Pentacles would be perfect. Because that would be something tangible, something measurable, visible progress, right? Things coming together and growing. I feel like you've got the universe in your hands right now. What are we going to do? Are you going to give it a little twist? Right? Are you going to mold it? Are you going to create something? It's a lump of clay now. What are you making? Right? I think, Now I kind of want to see the World card, right? But I'm still thinking the 9 of Pentacles here. Oh. No, it's the World card. I should have known. I should have changed my answer. It's too late now. That's all right. But this is Earth, right? It's the world. This is the kind of, in theory anyway, the lump of clay. This is the world that you have to now create and mold. So the question is, what is this world that you're creating, right? It's in your hands. What are you going to do with it? What are you making? What is the long-term future that we are envisioning, right? Because this is kind of the confirmation that it already exists. Just like this, your greatest teacher, the best mentor, the greatest mentor already exists, already is waiting for you in the future. So is this reality. So is your world. So I'm very much curious what you're going to do. And I hope that this channel is around in the next few years. I hope you're still here in the next few years to share your progress with us. You know, I really do love this community that we're creating. I feel like we all collectively, I feel like we do raise the vibrations, you know, collectively. And I like these little exercises that we do. I like the time that we spend together. I think I get just as much out of this work as you do. Hopefully you get a lot out of my work. We're going to do an extended reading now, and I think you should stick around. So click either above or below in the video description. New readings for Sagittarius come out every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 a.m. Chicago time. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next reading. Okay. And I want to thank you for watching this video all the way through until the end, because that really does help out the algorithm and that helps out the channel, and I appreciate that. Okay. Sagittarius, I want you to remember that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you very much.